have received a package from my friend Joran. Thank you so much, Joran, for sending this to me. I'm really excited. I asked him, well, would you like me to do a video when I open the gift? And he said, yes, please do. So here I am, I'm making a video about it. What I want to tell every single person in the world is I hope and wish for you to meet a friend as awesome as Joran is. Because honestly, he's one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. He's done so many nice things for me. For example, he's been supportive when I needed it. He's been a good listener. And when I get upset or enthusiastic about something, I honestly can talk forever. Until I feel that I have gotten everything out of my soul, whatever I had in me. And he's just been sitting there listening, being supportive, advising, which is really good. Joran actually really knows what women need. He's really good with women. He really knows how to treat them in any kind of a situation. And as a friend, he's just, wow, amazing. One of the nicest things that he's done for me is, I think it was in 2013, when I happened to tell him a story about how my dad had lied to me about something. Don't get me wrong, my dad's not a bad person. It's just one thing, some things that parents do that really stay with you, and it's not a good thing, although maybe they didn't mean to. One of the things he did was I've always had this dream about going to Disneyland. And when I turned about 18, I told him about that. I said, oh wow, Dad, I wish I could really go to Disneyland. Well, we were somewhere in some tavern or something, and it came up. And he said, well, if you get into university, you're gonna go to Disneyland. I'm gonna send you to Disneyland. And not only did I get into university, but I also was in the top 10. I think it was 7th or something. Well, I never went to Disneyland. And I said, but Dad, you see, you promised me that, you would send me to Disneyland if I went into university, and here I am, and I'm in the top 10. And his very Greek reply, my dad is Greek, my mom was Austrian, his reply was oh, yeah, well, stay here now. And that made me so sad, so I was so disappointed, and it happened that in one of my conversations with Joran, this came up, and I told him how sad I was about it, and how it kind of left a hole in my past. It's something that I really wanted to happen, and because I kind of felt, let's say, betrayed by my dad for doing that, it was even worse. And he actually, on my birthday in 2013, he actually booked the trip to take me to Disneyland, and he paid most of the trip. It was a present for me for my birthday, and I paid, for example, my tickets to wherever he lives, and the rest he did. I paid for some restaurants, because I wanted to do my share too. I've never been the kind of person that would just let somebody pay for everything. I don't like that. I like to do my own share too, because I appreciate, and I always believe that any kind of relationship, never mind if you're related as actual brother, sister, family or whatever, if you're boyfriend, girlfriend, or if you're just friends, any kind of relationship is a two-way thing, so you give and take, it was so amazing. It was such an amazing time. I've kept the ticket, and it was the best birthday I've ever had. And when you have friends that are so nice to you, you just feel really lucky and you appreciate it. And although, because we're both busy, I work 2 jobs, he works a lot too, and we live in different countries, so everyday life can kind of carry you away, so we don't talk every day. But the thing is that I do think about him quite often, and I always smile when I think about the things that he's done for me, and our conversations and the funny things that we've said. And really, you give people, I hope in your life you have or you meet a friend as amazing as Joran. Okay, enough with that. It's time to open this. I'm so excited. I've brought my scissors because there is another video from another package that Joran again had sent me. If I remember well, it was a Halloween package with candy. I did a horrible job opening the box, Like, Jordan saw the video and he was face palming himself. So this time I'm just gonna cut around it. If it's right or wrong, I don't care. I'm just not good with opening packages. Wow! Icing mixes! There's a story behind that. I was certainly expecting this one, but I was not expecting the vanilla one. Thank you so much. So the story behind these is another thing that I had complained to him about, and he's trying to make my life being okay again and help me restore, the calmness in my life and, the peace of my heart and soul, let's say. Thing is that when we went on that trip to Disneyland that I told you about, we visited 3 countries. One was Holland, one was Belgium, and one was Paris, where Disneyland was. And thing is that in Holland I had bought 2 of these boxes. When I went back to Greece, this is where I live, I'm Greek, I'm half Greek, half Austrian, as I said before. I bought 2 of these boxes from the chocolate icing. One of the boxes I took to my ex-boyfriend's house and I said, okay, I'm gonna bake a cake, and I have this gorgeous icing mix and we can use it, and it's from Holland and it's supposed to be very good. So I took it to his house, but I never baked that cake that day, and after a while we broke up anyway, so the icing mix just stayed in his house and I'm pretty sure he threw it away. So there goes that. Anyways, and the second one, my friend told me that, let's bake a cake, and I said, yeah, I have this box of icing because, that I haven't gotten to use yet, so I'll bring it to you. And I brought it to her house, and again, that day we didn't bake the cake because we got all busy. Like, she's married, she's got a lovely kid, and we were playing around, we were watching movies, having fun. She's got 2 dogs too, and everything was crazy and fantastic. I really have amazing friends, so every time there's so much fun that you don't get to do everything you want to do. So, and I go home, and instead of taking it back, I leave it there. So, when I go back to her again, because usually every Sunday I was at her house, I left it there so that I wouldn't have to carry it back. So it happened that for a couple of weekends, or 3-4 weekends, I didn't go. And next time I went there, I said, well, do you still have the icing mix? We can bake the cake. And she said, I don't have it anymore. I think that's what it feels like to have a stroke. And I said, well, you used it. And she said, yeah, I used it. And she was even telling me how good it was. And okay, don't get me wrong, I love my friend dearly. She's one of those people with an absolutely golden heart, with the biggest and brightest smile you will ever see on the planet. She's such a nice, caring, fantastic person. I love her so much. But when she used up the mixing, I was so pissed. I was angry. I didn't say anything. But the thoughts of that were going through my head was like, she didn't even, call me to say, oh, we baked a cake. Why don't you come try it because we used your icing? Or if I'm in my house and something of yours is in my house and I want to use it, I'm going to call you and I'm going to say, you know what, I want to use the icing mix you have in my house. Can I please use it? And also I had made it clear to her, I don't know if it was clear, but I had certainly mentioned that it was the only box I had. She knew that what happened with my ex and the other box, and she knew that it was from another country and that I had absolutely no access to it. It was the only thing I had and that's it. So I was so angry, it really hit me. It's these things that your friends do without really wanting to hurt you, but it ends up, giving you a free stroke anyways. I was so annoyed, I was so disappointed, I was so pissed that I never got to eat that, and that she used it up without asking me if it's okay, because I would have said no. Usually if you ask me for something, like, oh, you forgot your tea here, can I have it? Sure. Or if I realize that I forgot something in your house and it's edible, I'm gonna call you when I realize. I'm gonna say, you know, this is at your house, use it up, you know. So she didn't ask me if it was okay to use. I had told her that it's the only thing I have, and like she didn't even tell me that, you know, come and get some of the cake that I used it on. And then she was like telling me how good it was, and I was green in the face, red and green, you know, and I was trying so hard not to say anything because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. She didn't do it on purpose to hurt me. It's just, you know, it was a moment that she just didn't think about it. It happens to everybody. So I swallowed my pain, I swallowed my anger, and I let it go. Like, if she sees this video, this will be the first time ever that she will know that I got really, really pissed when she did that. It's like, I clarify one more time, if you see this video, I'm not mad at you, I'm not saying anything bad about you, you're a fantastic person and I love you, but it was just that very moment because it was impossible for me to find another one. I had 2 of them and I didn't get to eat any, so, and you know what a sweet tooth I have, it was like, So I told this story to Joran that, you know, 2 of the boxes, both of them went to other people and I didn't get any. So he made sure that I get a new box of chocolate and one of vanilla, and I'm really, really excited. And I promise I will make a video whenever I use these so that we can make a taste test on camera and see if they're really as good as I was being told. So that's it. Thank you for opening this package with me, you people. Actually, I forced you to because I just made the video and you'll find it on YouTube. And seriously, thank you, Joran. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It was really nice of you. Bye. Oh, I just saw something and I had to come back. I made a mistake throughout this whole video. This package is not from Joran. I'm really sorry. It is from Santa Claus. I don't know if you can see it. So, because my Santa Claus is that amazing that I get presents even in April. You wish you had a Santa Claus as amazing as mine. Yeah, you do.